This channel does not promote or encourage any illegal activities. All contents provided by this channel is meant for educational purpose only.
So hello everyone, welcome back to another video of our channel, and in this video we'll be taking a look on the most important extension that you need to use, and also no need to mention, but in this particular video we have found a lot of bugs using only extensions of the Chrome. So make sure you check all of them. So before going to the video, I would like to mention few things here. We are having two courses. We are having the Bug Bounty Advanced course, which is currently booked. Seats are all sold, so you are unable to get any registrations in it. But also we are having another course for it available, which is Bug Bounty Beginner Batch 11. We are successful after successful batch of 10. We have another batch 11, and in this particular batch you will learn all these things. Contents are here. So these are the contents you will be learning from very scratch, the most advanced techniques in the bug hunting field, and you will learn a lot of things in this course. You can check all these things, and we are having a 50% off on this particular course, so make sure to check the particular prices and all these things in the description. Other than these courses, we are having few recorded courses, as you guys can check all of them here. So these are the recorded courses, and let's get into the video.
So here we are back again on our computer screen now. So in this particular session, we are going to take a look on what particular extensions we need. They might be in Firefox, they might be in Chrome. So few of them are available in each browser. So we'll take a look on them. So let me open my Firefox first, and then we got our Chrome. Okay, so here the list of all the extensions that we're going to talk about. So the first one is FoxyProxy. So the FoxyProxy is like, let me show you. FoxyProxy extension. It is usually available in Firefox, and obviously you can just name it as FoxyProxy, right? So in this particular extension, it is used for the proxy management that is configured to the Burp Suite. If we just take a look on this particular installed extension, so as you can see that this is the FoxyProxy installed in my Firefox browser, and when you just check out the options or the particular settings for this extension, you will see this particular settings here. So in this settings, you can see that I'm having my IP and ports, all of them are sorted out here, so I can get a particular proxy settings to use in my Burp Suite. And also, if you guys are aware to the Burp Suite setup, you will know that you need to import the certificate that you can find in the Burp Suite settings. So that was the first extension. We are not going to explain these basic ones in that much, but other ones will be discussing it in the deeper way. Now we got the Wappalyzer. Wappalyzer available in all the browsers almost. So you can simply search Wappalyzer. So this is in the Chrome browser. Same in the Firefox add-ons. Right, so Chrome Web Store, Firefox add-ons. You're having it in both browsers. Let me just add this extension to my Chrome. It's already added into my Firefox, so we don't need to do that. So here we are having the Wappalyzer. So it's installed in both of my browsers. Now let's open few websites. Let me open HackerOne here. Now when you open HackerOne, you can just take a look on, click on this particular extension. It looks like this, and if you're into Chrome, it will be looking like this. So you can click on it, and it reveals all the technologies used to create the particular site. Right, so as you can see that the widgets are used, this one, the database, the payment processors, the security, the font scripts, the PAAS technically, miscellaneous, reverse proxies, cookie compliance. Right, if you're having CDNs, it will be showing the CDN. As you can see that Cloudflare and Fastly CDN are used to manage this site. Now, this is the basic usage of a Wappalyzer. Now, what's the practical use of it? So when you're actually going to hunt on a program, you need to know that what particular, as you can say that, what particular sites are going to use, like what technologies are used to build the site. When you know the technology that are used to build the site, it will be very easy to hunt on. Suppose it's the WordPress one, or suppose it's a Cisco. Now you can find the particular exploits for the particular, or the, like say the new CVs related to the particular web services, or maybe the CMS. If there is a Cloudflare, you can try to do SSRF using its particular vulnerable parameters, right? So it makes very easier effort. It makes your efforts very low, like to hunt on any program. Now, the next thing we are having here is cookie editor. Now, if you guys are aware to the cookies, they are very important. So let's say the cookie editor in the Firefox add-ons. This is the cookie editor. I've already installed it. It looks like something this. Now let's go to the cookie editor, Chrome, and you can install it simply by just clicking on add to Chrome. It is installed now. This is what cookie editor looks like. Now it's very simple. When you are having any cookies, you can import, export, and all these things. So let me show you how you can do that. This is the cookie editor GUI, or let's say the interface. Same here. But now here you are having few cookies of the Google Chrome.google.com. So you can simply take a look on it. You can also import cookies from another output. You can also export the cookies into JSON or Netscape. This is the basic usage of it. When you need to just shift your users or test some session related things, then you need to change the cookies and all those things. If you want to customize the cookie, you can also use this particular tool for it. So in that situations, cookie editor is very useful. Now here we are on to the main ones, the HTTP tracker. Hopefully you guys are very aware with the burp suite and all those things, but when you don't want to open the burp suite, or when you're not having enough time to open the burp suite, or you want to check something on the go, then you can use this add-on. So let me just find it. HTTP tracker, it looks like this. Same for the Chrome. You can install this like this. Just click on add to install and it will be installed here. I've installed it in both of them. Now what it will do is very simple. When you click on this tool, it will open something like this, and if you browse anything, it will be having a whole request and responses about it. So this was the request, right? This was the response. It usually contains all the headers and all these things. Let's say I want to open something like the advanced recon batch. So it will be having all those things. I'm having few errors. Okay, that's cool. Right? You can just get to some sort of web icons, right? You can do a lot of things. You will get a lot of details about it. You will get all the request response on the gun. That might be very helpful for you. As you guys can see that I got some document IDs. Maybe they are useful in some cases, right? So you will get a lot of data related to any website using this thing. Now, this was the HTTP tracker. Now we don't want to do anything with this anymore. That is its major usage. But on the other hand, you can just take a look on this delete cookies, delete alls. It is having few features that I would really like. You can explore this thing. There is lot of things included into it. It's not just a simple GUI based interceptor. You can do a lot of things using it. You can just specify what you want to track. You can specify what you want to escape, what you want to block. So a lot of things are mentioned here. Just take a look on this extension, play with it, and you will find a lot of things related to it. Now, let's change this thing. Let's close this. HackBar, a very famous one, HackBar. It is for Firefox and Chrome. So it looks different on both of them, but yeah, it is having a similar work to it. So let's install this thing at extension. So here is our HackBar. Right. So I hope everyone knows about the HackBar, and I've also mentioned one more video about the HackBar here. Just check it out if you're new to it. And this is the HackBar for Firefox. Okay, to use the HackBar, you're not able to use this directly like this, but for this you need to open inspect elements section, right? So this is the site sony.jp. If I want to explore something on it, I will just close this pop-up. Anyway, I can go to the inspect element, and in this extended section I will find the HackBar. As you guys can see that this is the HackBar. You can just load the tabs, you can use scroll commands, you can modify headers if there are having some. You can execute something, you can test for common paths, you can test for SQL, you will get all the payloads if you want to, right? XSS, an LFI, SRF, SSTI, all these things. So if you want a detailed guide onto it, I have mentioned the link in the description. So make sure to check it out. And in that link, you will find how to do some sort of particular things. Like if you want to perform any sort of attacks using this hack bar, you want to create shells using it, right? So how you can do that, you will find all those things. Hack bar is something which is very advanced in the uh, field of pen testing or in some sort of things like browser extensions. It is very advanced one, so you should use this thing. Now let's move to the next one. Let's move to the next one. We got TruffleHog. So it's kind of a very common one these days. This is a TruffleHog. So what it does is very simple thing. It helps you gather information. Like let's say sniffing out credentials. That's the actual line of it. I was really looking for it. But in TruffleHog, it actually do a lot of things, right? It is a Chrome extension to get all the credentials and APIs from the web application. If there is any sort of credential leaking out in the web app, you will be notified by it. You can just take a look on all the related tools too, the VDP finders and all these things. You can definitely take a look on VDP finders. XSS, Wellness Web Scanner, all these tools are very useful. Right, you can use this thing to like any sort of site that you have visited the vulnerability disclosure program. Right, it will tell you all these things. Then the XSS one, it do a lot of things. I will make another detailed video on it, or I will mention this to it. Now, Vulners, it's a scanner based on vulners.com, vulnerability database passively scan websites which use of internet. So that's a very basic web scanner, but we're not taking a look on them. Anyway, so TruffleHog, what TruffleHog basically do is like sniff out all the important credentials available on the website. If you just take a look on the overview, you guys can see that we are having images in which all the like client ID and key IDs are getting disclosed. The TruffleHog has aware you, like you will get just this sort of things. And in case if you don't know, weather.com is just acquisition of IBM, so definitely that's a good thing. Now, so a lot of people are having issues with TruffleHog. They will just get any sort of random pop up these days. So you should try it once. If you're not having issues, kindly carry on. Retire.js, that's a cool one. Firefox extension. So it scans the website for JS libraries. You might get a lot of backlinks into it. It will really help you to get a lot of backlinks. You can simply install it using the same procedure. Right, add extension, yeah, add extension, all these things. It's a TruffleHog. If they're having any sort of secrets, specific secret AWS keys, .env files, .git files, right? You will get these alerts. Now, let's take a random example of a website. Now, let's just go to this Retire.js. Right, so it will give you a lot of JS libraries available in the website. Medium access while refreshing checkboxes. This is a particular CV number for it. Look, so that's a jQuery 1.10.1, and there's a library, and you are having this particular CVs available for this library, and that's the best thing about this particular extension. You can find CVs using it. Now, I can't demonstrate this anymore because it is having a lot of impact on the company. Now, if the website is having any sort of, let's say, WAF, then it might be blocking the particular jQuery issues. Let's go to another one, modify header. Modify header Firefox. Modify header in Chrome. Right, so we just need this extension here. So it's clear by its name. You can add, modify, remove a header from any requested or desired domain. It's very simple. You can add it like that. Let's go to the same website. Modify header. And now, In the options page, you can use all these instructions. You can just read out all these instructions to use this. Right, as you guys can see that, please take a look at the HTTP files in Wikipedia to report bugs if they're having it. Anyway, you can specify your headers like the URL, like the header name, the header value, and if you want to add something else, like you want to add the URL, the domain, subdomain, header name, add, modify, remove, whatever you want to do it, and the header value or the header state. Actually, the state is here. Now, that is a very in-depth thing. I have mentioned the blog related to it, so you can add this to find external bugs related to it. Now, let's take another look. S3 bucket list. It's a good one. Definitely, all these mentioned things are very good. So you have to add it by yourself. It's a Chrome one. I'm not gonna install this thing here. You need to just do it by yourself. I will just show you how to do it. It's very simple. Download the zip, extract the zip, go to the settings in the Chrome, and then load the unpacked one. It's very simple, but what it will do is very simple. It will give you all the S3 bucket list that you have visited. If you're hunting on any random target for a long time, then you can get a lot of AWS things. You can brute force them, you can find bugs related to it. You can do a lot of things, and it will also give you this sort of thing, access denied or something else. So don't forget to take a look on it, definitely. User agent switcher. User agent switcher for Chrome, also for the Firefox. So, as you guys can see that it can spoof or mimic user agents. So if you guys know about the user agent, it depends the browser, the devices, right? So maybe the Chrome will give you the another browser. It's also useful for developers who are having different views on each browser. So let's install this thing. Add extension. Okay, this is my extension. Where are you? Okay, so user agent switcher, you can just change the Chrome. It's a default one. Let's change the Chrome to something else. Let's say not modify header. We don't want to modify header. Let's just change it to Windows Phone 8. Right. So it has changed everything to the Windows Phone 8. Let's wait for it to load. Okay, it's for Windows Phone 8. Now let me just change it once more. Let me change it again to, let's say, iPhone 6. It will give me the view or the actual user agent of the iPhone 6. So this is very useful when you want to switch different user agents for development purposes or other purposes. Now, let's go to the last one, the Shodan. So I've already made a video on Shodan extensions, right? I made a video on Shodan, how to use the Shodan for all those things. Now the Shodan extension can do a lot of things for us. So let me just turn off my user agent thing. We need to make the Chrome default again. Okay. So it's an official add-on for Shodan. Right, you can also go to this another one, Shodan add-on. This one. You can simply click on add to Firefox. Same applies to the Chrome. Add to Firefox. So we got our Shodan here. Okay, so our Shodan is installed here. Now if you just open a random link here, let's open the TruffleHog available here. So you will get the Shodan here. And it will give you the IP address, all the host names available for it, open ports. You can just simply click on these two things to get the IP details, domain details, all those things. So Shodan will make your work way easier to do the regular things in a very easy purpose. Tags, CDN, obviously. Right, you will get all these things about it. So you don't have to spend much time doing all this thing manually. And that was the all, let's say, all the available extensions I want to show you today. But I will really say that it was just a video. It was just a video that I can demonstrate. But other than these things, I would really like you to explore all those things by yourself manually. So you will get a very better idea on all these things. suppose FoxyProxy and Wappalyzer, you know these two particular extensions by yourself in the previous videos. But other than that, HackBar, the Retire.js, the user agent switcher, Shodan, HTTP tracker, all rather than the Wappalyzer, cookie editor, and the FoxyProxy. These three, rather than these three extensions, you need to explore all these 8 extensions, and you will get a lot of new things. It will make your work way easier than everything, right? You can check the access one we have checked in the video, right? And also install the S3 bucket list. You will get a lot of important data using it. You will find a lot of Amazon, AWS, or all those things with it. And in the retire.js, I have hide the few data because as I need to hide that data as it is having a lot of CVIDs, which is vulnerable to a particular library that the website is using. So make sure you check it out. Check out all the links in the description. And that was for the video. Thanks for watching.